Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're tuning in via my podcast, welcome. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this segment. Now, today we are doing a daily vibration for January 9th, 2020, okay? We're vibrating on the number 5 today, which signifies change, all right? And we're going to get into that. But before we jump into that, I have a few announcements. I want to remind you guys that these videos are uploaded every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can either find them here on YouTube or here on my podcast. All right. So we also have Paid Forward Fridays going on, my lovelies. But there is a little change to Paid Forward Friday this week. Because the full moon falls on a Friday this week, we will be doing the full moon meditation this Friday for a donation of $20. You can find all of that information in the description box below. If you're tuning in via the podcast, I will definitely make sure that you get that information at the end of the segment, okay? So we got the full moon meditation going on for a donation of $20 this Friday. So Pay It Forward Friday will return next Friday the 17th. And we come together every Friday, jump in the chat, answer questions, and we have a lot of fun. Okay, I got to give you guys heads up on these 3 classes that I'm offering. The first one is the second semester of the 13-week Bending Space and Time and Mastering Yourself. This is how to get to know who you are and not become an emotional puppet or not be emotionally triggered by others that want to feed off of your energy, okay? That is going to be for 13 weeks. That information is also in the description box, along with how you can intuitively trust yourself and communicate with the spiritual world. That is a 5-week program, donation of $125, and also how to read your tarot cards, okay? And this is also a 5-week program. You're not only learn the basic meaning of the cards, but you also get to learn how to intuitively interpret the cards and how to use your body to help you interpret the cards also, okay? That also, once again, is $125 for the 5 weeks. All of that information will be in the description box on YouTube, and if you're tuning in via the podcast, I will repeat this information at the end. Last but not least, I want to let you guys know once again, there's only a few slots available for personal intuitive reading / coaching sessions with me. There were 15 slots open for the donation amount of $31.73. So you guys can jump at that opportunity. When all 15 slots are filled, that is it. There is no more. But I do have other specials going on. So check the description box below for that. Okay? Now, vibrating on number 5 today. Number 5 signifies change. But before I go into talking about this beautiful change that come in, I also want to talk about your intuition. And I kind of feel like we discuss this every day. Like, seriously, don't we talk about intuition every day? Don't we talk about being able to trust your intuition every day? Don't we talk about being able to trust yourself every day and knowing what that means? Okay, so let me just kind of combine this intuitive change that's coming in for a lot of you that are on your spiritual path, and then we'll get into the zodiac wisdoms, right? But a lot of you that are on your spiritual path, okay, there is this intuitive change and this intuitive shift that's happening. A lot of this information that you will be feeling may first come intuitively, and then it's going to be backed up, by finding something in books or something on YouTube, or having someone else that's on their spiritual path confirm the same thing that you've been feeling. So please understand, a lot of this intuitive knowing and this intuitive change that's going to happen is going to be from a perspective and a change from within. This is why it's going to be important to know your own voice, to know what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, to know what your triggers are, right? To know what you need for encouragement, to know what you need for support, to know exactly what you hold, that what holds you back, or what may feel like it's holding you in a box or a space of procrastination, or a space of success. There is going to be a part within you intuitively that you feel an underlying shift. And for some of you, you may not be able to explain this shift at first, right? Because it's coming in subtle. Okay, now, a lot of people don't understand when we talk about the 12 zodiac signs and we talk about your horoscopes, okay, what we're really talking about is planetary alignments and the energy or the vibration that each planet gives out. And each planet is responsible for a particular energetic pattern, right? That's why I say often that it is important for you not just to learn your own particular zodiac sign, but you ought to master all 12 of the zodiac signs. Because all 12 of the zodiac signs are different elements and different components within self, okay? The 7 churches in the Bible represents the 7 chakras or the 7 pillars, or 7 kingdoms or whatever. Whatever is related to 7 really signifies the 7 chakras within self, or the 7 portals within self, okay? Now, each of these 7 portals or these 7 chakra also is governed with an energetic pattern or an energetic gate in which it is responsible for maintaining, okay? Now, within each of these 7 portals, you then have the 12 zodiac signs that falls within different portal houses, okay? So keep in mind, okay, so you can see you have the 12 zodiac signs, but then you also have like, what is it, like the 7 planets, okay? So just be mindful about that, okay? Now, I'm giving you this tad bit of information because we are also coming into a time where to know thyself is to master thyself. And if you can have a greater understanding of why I do energetic reports every day and what are the symbols that you would get in on a daily basis, which are based on a lot of this energy coming from these planetary systems and their alignments. And you can even deliver this down and predict this down to a T based on this alignment. Like, based on the alignments right now in the heavens, the whole political system is restructuring, right? Based on the alignments right now, we have Chiron. I believe Chiron is in Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look. I believe Chiron is in Capricorn, or Chiron could be in Cancer, which is your 4th house. But Chiron is known as the wounded healer, right? So Chiron is there to bring healing, right? To any aspect. Or Chiron is in, Chiron is in Aries. Ooh, I was way off. That's the 5th house. I don't know how I missed that, because I talked about that earlier last year. Chiron is in Aries, which now makes sense. Yes. Chiron is in Aries, and Chiron is in the space of your I am, right? So Aries energetic pattern, my love, deals with your I am space. That is your head. That is your crown chakra energy, right? Now, if you study any type of metaphysics or any type of spirituality, you know about the breath of life, your chi energy, your ba, your ka energy, right? And you know also of your I amness, right? Anything that you attach I am to, so it is, okay? That's why you never want to do I am not, because whatever you do, I am, and then you add not to it, that is what you produce, okay? So whenever you're using the words I am, that is a statement, that is a frequency that has to bring forth manifestation. So you want to be mindful you're using your I am words wisely, okay? So this intuitive change is coming about by you gaining wisdom and gaining knowledge and gaining understanding with different facets of yourself, okay? So, and this is really not to go off on a tangent. This is to help you to understand intuitively everything that you are interacting with on a daily basis are always indicators. You're seeing signs and you're seeing symbols daily. But if you don't know what the signs and you don't know what the symbols are, then, and your intuition is sending you these messages because there's all these changes coming forward, then you don't know how to really tap into that part of yourself, you know? So, and to maybe intuitively make some adjustments when needed, right? So today, in the atmosphere, we have intuitive energy. We got change in the atmosphere. We also have personal freedom in the atmosphere today. Learning by experiences in the atmosphere. And I can tell you something, like, This is what everybody's here for, to learn by experience. Your experience is not supposed to be identical to mine. That's not how it's supposed to happen. Sure, can we relate to some of the like experiences so we can be connected in a more deeper level and get a better understanding of oneself, because you reflect I and I reflect you, right? Can we do that? Oh, absolutely we can. However, my experiences are going to look different from your experiences, even if we are interacting within the same experience. Some days, I may feel the tingle of my Kundalini energy rising. But instead of it feeling like it's a tingling sensation, it may feel like heat. And you can have the same experience at the same time, but it feels more like a tingle or a prickliness going up your spine, right? So we're not caught up so much on your experience is different or my experience is different today. It's more about, okay, this is what I learned from my experience. Okay, it's all about learning and growth here. Okay. Also, you have resourcefulness being in the atmosphere today, as well as being able to release and surrender, which is really going to help you with your personal freedom today. Because as you release and surrender, you understand that everybody's here for their own experience. You can't change people in, 11 on the time, you guys. And so if you understand that you can't change other people's experiences and they can't change yours, and you're both interacting within your own space and time reality, you won't take a lot of things personally like you would normally, right? Okay, so with that being said, release and surrender is in the atmosphere today. Opportunity is in the atmosphere today. Now, I say also, now get this, right? Opportunity is available to you all day, every day, because opportunity is available to you based and through your intuition. So it is your choice, whether or not you are going to choose to be interactive and communicate and experience your intuition today. That's your choice, okay? On the lower vibrational end of the number 5 today, we do have irresponsible energy in the atmosphere, fear of change, a dislike of routine. You may not want to be stuck to a routine today, which makes sense, because if change is happening, who wants to be stuck to any particular routine, especially one where you feel like you need to break out of your box, okay? Discord is in the atmosphere today, and so a sudden upheaval can be in the air today. So just pay attention to how you're driving today. Pay attention to maybe someone's body language today. Don't crank it too hard today. Okay, you just want to be mindful of that energy in the air today, because change is in the air. All right, so we're going to start off with the wisdom today. And we're going to start off with my wonderful Capricorns, because it is Capricorn season. I have premeditated on the cards and shuffled the cards. And so we're just going to go from here. So today we're going to go basing your chakra system, right? Because there's a lot of change happening, and I think if you can tap into your chakra system to see maybe where that adjustments may need to be adjusted today, especially if you are dealing with a lot of people today. You're at work and you're dealing with a lot of energy. If you're a water sign and you're dealing with a lot of energy, it may be helpful for you to know what chakra collectively is in the air for you guys today. Okay, so let's start off with Capricorns. Capricorns, today you have the Two of Wands energy, but the Two of Wands energy is showing up in reverse. Can you guys see that? The Two of Wands energy is showing up in reverse today. And with the Two of Wands energy in reverse, this energy, first of all, because it has an orange border, this is representing your sacral chakra, and your sacral chakra is all about your emotions, relationships, and the change that needs to happen. Now, the Two of Wands energy is also the Two of Fire energy. And fire energy represents intuitive energy. It represents intense energy. It represents passionate energy. But it also represents being able to take action and movement. Okay, it's about movement also. Okay, now with the Two of Wands in reverse, some of you could be going through maybe a little anxiety today, or a little maybe emotional, I want to say you know how you have that emotional dialogue with yourself. So there could be some emotional dialogue today about what your fears are, or maybe being fearful of the unknown, or you could be interacting with someone, right, where they're triggering things within your emotions, and the change is unfolding within your life right now. Okay, that's causing you to maybe react to this change that's coming in. Remember, personal freedom is going to be key today. And with personal freedom is going to come what we talked about, that release and surrendering. So don't take things personal. Today is going to be key. Okay. Because this Two of Wands energy could be very emotional energy. We're dealing with your sacral chakra. Okay. Now, for my wonderful Virgos, you guys have the Three of Cups energy, and this is beautiful energy. This represents your solar plexus because it has the yellow border around it. And the solar plexus is all about your ego and your will. This is about being able to either operate from a place of limits, or limitation, versus a place of there are no limits. Okay, there is only abundance. Okay, now with the Three of Cups energy, this is all about being able to celebrate. This is all about friendships. This is all about community. This is all about creativity. So because personal freedom is at hand today, and you're surrendering and you're releasing things today, my wonderful Virgos, just be mindful not to be too much in your ego today as you're moving forward. Okay. All right, my wonderful Taurus, you got the Eight of Swords in reverse today. And the Eight of Swords is showing up with the red border. And the red border symbolizes root chakra work. And your root chakra is where your fears and your anxiety lies. And your root chakra is also about what grounds you and what's on your mind. Okay, and what's on your mind is going to produce what you feel, and what you feel, you're then going to start speaking into existence, and then what you speak into existence, then your perception, or if it's not your perception, like it can just work either which way. But all of this in your root chakra is going to trigger your heart chakra, so you want to be mindful of what's on your mind. With this Eight of Swords energy in reverse, this is really beautiful energy to have in reverse, because this energy is being open to new perspectives, my wonderful Taurus, and being able to release. Okay, and that's really good, because personal freedom and surrendering and releasing is key today. It's in the atmosphere. Okay, now let's jump into my fire signs. We're going to start off with my wonderful Sagittarius. You have the Knight of Coins, which is, oh gosh, you guys can't see the words. Okay, the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and that's showing up in reverse. So some of you could be feeling a little stuck, or maybe bored today. Maybe there's not much going on today. You feel a little bored, like you need to reinvent stuff, or you need to reinvent something, or maybe even lazy because you're still in vacation mode. Okay, however, this is what I do want to say to you today, my wonderful Sagittarius. Use your intuition today. Trust your intuition. Okay, remember, personal freedom is key today. You do have this border being a blue border, so this is telling you throat chakra work. You gotta have to communicate. If you're feeling stuck, you communicate you're feeling stuck. If you're feeling bored, you communicate that. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to communicate this to another. This can just be communication with the internal dialogue that you're having with yourself today, my wonderful Sagittarius. Okay? All right, my wonderful Leos, you guys have the Two of Coins today, and the Two of Coins is showing up in reverse. This is a lot of reverses today. The Two of Coins is showing up in the reverse. This is a Two of Pentacles. So what's this saying today, my wonderful Leos, is you're going to have to definitely bring some balance back into your life, because this means something is not organized. Something is not organized. Okay, something is not organized. We need to get things organized. For some of you, this could be maybe a little financial hiccup today. Maybe you overspent too much on that debit card today. Got to move some money over, transfer some funds over. Whatever that is today, just know this is an orange border. This, whatever's going on today, will and might trigger you emotionally. It might bring in some change. And it may be attached to relationships. So you want to be mindful. This disorganization could be in your relationship, grounded around money, that may need change. Okay? So you may have to watch your emotions, my wonderful Leos. So, all right, guys. So my wonderful Aries, you guys have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is in reverse today. Now, intuitively today, you guys are going to be paying attention to anything that is not in alignment. I kind of feel like you guys are going to be shutting things down quickly today. There is change in the atmosphere. So be able to trust your intuition, my wonderful Aries, because you do have solar plexus energy. Solar plexus energy deals with your ego and your will. So you're going to have to get, it kind of feels like choose your higher self. You don't have to be petty today, is what I'm hearing, Aries. Release and surrender. Just forgive people and keep it moving. Everybody got their shit to get through. Like, there's levels to this shit. Right? Like, seriously. And once you understand there's levels to this shit, you understand that some people are still at level 1. I mean, not to be mean, you know, and so which means that they don't even understand the mechanics of how it works at your level, right? So just be mindful of that. Okay, so, all right. I just hit my wand. It looks like it cracked a little on the inside. I am hoping that is not a crack on the outside. It does feel a little... okay. I'm hoping that it's definitely some imperfections on the inside of my crystal at the top. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So let's jump into my wonderful water signs. We're going to start off with Cancers. All right, Cancers, you guys have the 5 of Cups energy going on today, which is really not bad energy to have. It's actually beautiful energy to have because this means that you're stepping in a place of forgiveness and learning to accept some things. With this blue border, that also means that you will definitely have to communicate a little bit more today. Remember, releasing and surrendering is going to be key for you today. So you want to be very, very mindful as you're moving through this energy. Okay, personal freedom is key. Communicate that however that fits you, you know, wherever that fits for you, you want to do that. Okay, my wonderful Pisces, how beautiful is this today, my wonderful Pisces? Look at that. You guys have the World card popping up in your energy today. This is just a rainbow of colors. Okay, and with the World card, that signifies completion, that signifies being able to integrate things that you've learned. For some of you, this could be you're taking a trip today. Okay, I know Christmas is over, but some people couldn't get the Christmas off. Some people are traveling now. This is all about accomplishments for you today, my wonderful Pisces. So be mindful to sit back and enjoy it. Personal freedom, once again, is key today. Be able to release and surrender. Like, just enjoy it. You know, like you worked for this, right? All right. My wonderful Scorpio, today you do have the Wheel of Fortune popping up. And the Wheel of Fortune has this green border and it's popping up in reverse. So first of all, the green border represents your heart chakra. This signifies love, forgiveness, as well as compassion. Okay. And because it's showing up in the reverse today, my wonderful, wonderful Scorpios. Oh, maybe you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Be mindful with this card being in reverse. You could be experiencing a lot of negative influences today from the external realm. So this could be maybe somebody just stepping out of bounds and doing shit like, okay, boom, okay, this is how it's coming through, my wonderful Scorpios. You could have to be mindful of the hazels and the gargamels today, as well as the energy vampires and the narcissists. So your whole makeup today is going to be not to take things personal, release and surrender, right? Personal freedom. You can't change who people are. People are who they are. You can't even be mad if people don't like you, or if, you know, like, seriously, what can you do if someone don't like you or don't accept you? Right? So, as you embrace your personal freedom today, my wonderful Scorpios, it's going to be important for you to release and surrender, because ain't nobody gonna like you. You know, and I think for us Scorpios, it's either you like us or you don't. There's very little in between when it comes to how you interact with a Scorpio. Okay? Now, let's move on to my wonderful air signs. Let's start out with my Libras. Libras, I got my mind and my money on my mind. Look at that. You got the Ace of Pentacles today. And this is showing up as root chakra work. This is what's grounding you. So for some of you wonderful Libras, your mind is definitely on money today. This could be based on work situation, maybe some changes that needs to happen in the house, maybe the credit cards, you know, whatever it is, you definitely have opportunities on your mind. You have money on your mind. And this is good opportunity. This is being able to create things. This is being able to prosper, okay? This is all about manifestation. So on your mind today is manifestation, my wonderful Libras, okay? Keep in mind, What you focus on is what you create. So if you're focusing on lack, and if you're focusing on not having enough, that's what you want to create. So we want to be mindful of that. Okay, my wonderful Libras. All righty, my wonderful, wonderful Aquarius. You guys have the Devil card popping up today. And with the Devil card popping up today in this picture, it's like she's just not ready to face shit today. Okay. You guys may be in a place today where you're just not really ready to deal with shit. I don't want to fuck with nobody today. Like, really? I got my own shit going on today. Is how an Aquarius could be feeling. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you know. This represents maybe being in bondage of some sort. And this is really, to me, this signifies like self-imprisonment. Right? Like some of you are in your own bondage that you've created, your own self-imprisons that you've created. Some of you, this could be a self-imprisonment of keeping up with the Joneses, always having to have the best. Self-imprisonment, maybe of your sexual addiction, I'm just going to say this right here, okay? Not because you're addicted to porn means that every time you're intimate with somebody, you need to handle that situation like you watch porn. Sometimes you may need to shut the porn down so you can reconnect. All right, that's you reconnect, okay? As far as keeping up with the Joneses, it's okay to be you. Do you know that you can get like a $1.50 t-shirt from the Salvation Army store, rock it with a $50 pair of jeans and a $10 pair of shoes and kill that shit? It's not how much you pay for something, it's can you rock it like you paid something for it, right? So be mindful of that as we're moving through this energy, Aquarius. What are you bound to? What are you in bondage about? Now, this is popping up as a sacral chakra energy, which is all about relationships, which is all about change and your emotions. So how are you handling relationships today? How are you dealing with your emotions today? How are you embracing this change that's happening today? Can I tell y'all one thing, my wonderful Aquarius? The only thing that's present and available to us is change. That's it. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay, the one present and constant thing that is constantly flowing to us that creates is change. Okay, now my wonderful Geminis, today you guys have the King of Cups popping up, and this is a crown chakra card, and this is all about clear connection with source, your higher self, your divine ones, your ancestors, clear connection, right? And the King of Cups is all about coming to a place of emotional, I want to say balance. And even when you're generous, not just in your love, but in your compassion and in your sympathy, you're able to control yourself and your feelings today. So I kind of feel, my wonderful Geminis, not just are you going to be balancing things today and surrendering logically, but you're also going to incorporate your emotional aspect to make whatever decisions and choices that needs to be made today emotionally balanced. You're not going to be all over the place as you're embracing this energy of change today. Now, on the lower vibrational end of this, you could be operating in emotional manipulation because you can't get your own way, and that is not how you want to be, my wonderful Geminis, because that's when people think you two-faced it. All right, so know what you want, and then just act accordingly, because you rocking with some powerful energy today, so you can just move accordingly. Why not? All right. Okay. All right, my wonderful. So that is your wisdom for today. So keep in mind, right? Intuition is key, right? Change is the only thing that's constant, that is promised to us, honey. Everything is forever constantly evolving and growing and expanding, okay? Today is all about you being able to embrace your personal freedom and surrender and release the things that you need to, okay? Be open to all of the beautiful changes that's coming in. Be mindful that this energy in the atmosphere that is moving can be slow moving energy. It is energy that is put out in waves and by vibrational frequency. This is why it is fluid, and this is why it changes. Right? It changes, it ebbs and it flows. So today you can feel like you up here. By tonight, it'll come down and then you're back up again tomorrow. Your goal is to find a balance. As these waves come up and down, your job is to find a balance in the waves. Okay? Understanding your place in the waves. Okay? So you're the wave creator. Okay? But you're also the one that attracts the wave, sends out the wave, receive the wave. You're all facets of the wave, right? which is energy. We're talking about energy, okay? So be mindful of that, my loves, okay? So remember, we also have on the lower vibrational end of the energy today, irresponsible energy. So you want to be mindful who you are asking to do things for you today or with you today. Fear of changes in the atmosphere, and people may not want to stick to routine today because change is here, right? Restless energy in the atmosphere, so just be mindful of all of that. Opportunities are available to you because your intuition is available to you all day. If you can tap into your intuitions, you can tap into your opportunities. Okay, that's how that goes. All right. All right, my lovelies. So be mindful of everything that you need to know. If you're tuning in via YouTube, you can find in the description box below. Take advantage of the specials. And I will see you guys in your next daily vibration tomorrow, my lovelies. Be kind to yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself and honor yourself. Okay, guys? All right, my love.